9 out of 10 startups will fail. Not because the founders were stupid, not because the idea was bad, but because the game was already rigged before they even launched. Every year, millions of founders launch startups they truly believe in. Smart people, talented teams, innovative products, and almost all of them disappear. Not quietly, not gently. They burn cash, they burn time, and then they're gone. If ideas were enough, failure wouldn't be this predictable. But it is. Here's the fantasy. A brilliant idea, a small team, a breakthrough moment. The product launches, users flood in, growth takes off. Now here's reality. Months of silence, slow traction, rising costs, shrinking runway. Most startups don't fail dramatically, they fade. And by the time founders realize it, the outcome is already locked in. Here's the biggest lie in startup culture. Just build something people want. It sounds clean. It sounds logical. It sounds reassuring. And it's incomplete. Because most failed startups built something people wanted, but wanting isn't enough. People must want it now, repeatedly. Enough to change behavior, enough to pay. Interest doesn't pay salaries, urgency does. Ideas are everywhere. You can generate 10 startup ideas in a coffee shop. So can your competition. What's rare is advantage, distribution, timing, capital access, network effects, switching costs. Most startups launch with none of these. They compete head-to-head with incumbents using nothing but optimism. A great idea without leverage is just confidence with expenses. This is where most startups actually die. Not because the product was broken, but because nobody saw it. They build for months, they polish, they perfect, then they launch and nothing happens. No users, no momentum, no feedback loop. Distribution is not marketing, it's oxygen. Instagram wasn't the first photo app. Uber wasn't the first ride service. Airbnb wasn't the first rental platform. They won because they owned distribution. Founders love to believe that if the product is good enough, users will come. They won't. Users stick to habits. They resist change. They avoid friction. If your product requires effort to understand, you've already lost half your audience. Great startups remove friction. Failed ones demand it. Founders care deeply. Customers don't. They don't care about your roadmap. They don't care about your vision. They don't care how hard it was to build. They care about one thing. Does this solve my problem right now? If switching away from your product is easy, loyalty doesn't exist. Convenience always beats quality. Startups don't run out of ideas. They run out of time. Every month without traction shrinks options. Every pivot burns morale. Every delay increases pressure. Cash doesn't buy success. It buys time to be wrong, and most teams stay wrong too long. Most startups build features. They should be building moats. Features can be copied, moats cannot. Network effects, data lock-in, workflow dependency, brand trust. If a competitor can clone you in 6 months, you don't have a business. You have a temporary advantage. And temporary advantages expire. Many failed startups were better. Better design, better technology, better performance. They still lost. Because people don't choose the best product. They choose the least painful option. Some startups fail because they're early. Some fail because they're late. Same idea, different decade. Timing isn't luck, it's alignment. And alignment is rare. Downloads don't matter. Users don't matter. Buzz don't matter. Revenue matters. If users don't pay, you don't have customers. You have spectators. Startup failure isn't just financial, it's personal. Founders tie identity to the company. So when growth stalls, confidence collapses. Most startups don't fail suddenly. They decay while founders pretend everything is fine. Winning startups don't start with ideas. They start with unfair advantages, existing audiences, insider knowledge, locked-in distribution, timing on their side. They don't ask if this is a great idea. They ask why this wins now and why them. Here's the truth no one wants to hear. Great ideas are common. Failure is normal. Survival is brutal. Most startups fail not because founders weren't smart, but because the game is designed to eliminate most players. If you want to understand how real businesses actually win, not startup fairy tales, subscribe to BizNest.